Alright, what's going on, y'all? This is All Talk with Jeddz TV again. I'm coming to you. I already did the introduction video, but right now I got them right here on screen. I want y'all to introduce yourself. Go ahead.
What's going on? I'm Jay. I know everything.
I'm E.
Zach, the comic nerd.
Let's go.
And that's very accurate because that's exactly what he is, a comic nerd. And that's what we're going to be discussing a lot of that stuff today. And we're going to talk about first, Flash. Let's get right into it. I'm going to let one of them lead it off first because they the experts at all this. Go on ahead.
Well, Flash season 5, I feel like it was good. You know, a lot of good emotional moments in the season. Double cicada or whatever. But what I'm most intrigued about is the new timeline. The timeline that Thawne and Nora created. By just changing the crisis that happened in 2024, they can do so much stuff with this, bro. Like by happening in 2019, you feel me?
Right.
It's a whole new timeline. Like, and they can do so much as to where you see have Nora evaporated at the end, you know, like because she no longer exists. Like they can do like the whole Don thing.
That was
from
an
the comics,
emotional
like,
moment, I think, for me.
They can even do White Wally. You feel me? Like they can do so much with this, bro. They just changed the whole dynamic of the show.
White Wally's never coming. But
You never know.
listen, the reason this season it has any negatives is because Cicada, basically, he is like trash. They were both trash. If this was all about Thawne and Godspeed, we'd be fine.
First of all, can I say the Cicada is one of my favorites?
Oh my god.
And the Flash,
God, it's fucking hot in here.
I mean,
What you think about
what's your? I mean,
I thought he was bland. I didn't think he really had.
Well, listen, because he had that
impact in the
because he had that deep voice where like he doesn't know how to play a
that was
villain.
perfect for me. I mean, it just all super.
Every matter will die.
Suited for me. That was so perfect for him. I mean, that whole situation. I mean,
he did just enough to get the job done. His whole purpose was to keep Barry and company distracted while Thawne really manipulated his master plan. Like, and let's just talk about that just murderous genocide scene real quick that Thawne created. The whole reverse situation, like that was incredible. Bro. Like,
And the finale.
at the end of the day, when you really think about it, he is the best villain that there has ever been. in
And his whispering.
Period.
What's
Why
the
is it-
actor's name, Zach?
Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just
My question is, why does he whisper all the
Literally.
time now? It's always a whisper when he talks.
cause he's mad, bro. A lot of people that's going mad, they like to whisper to themselves, whisper to others. He's a creep.
I actually want to find out from y'all in the comments. So I want y'all to tell us what's y'all favorite villain in the Flash. Like, I want to know what's going. Like, I mean, we all got our own person. Like I said, mine is definitely Eeyore Thawne.
Of course, mine is Harrison Thawne.
Eobard's probably the best.
It's either between Eobard or Zoom. Pretty much.
Oh, Zoom.
But the only thing,
Zoom was my favorite.
The problem with Zoom was his plan at the end was stupid because he wanted to race and basically just destroy the world.
Because he was stupid.
It was
as
typical
hell.
like CW bullshit villains, pretty much. So.
But like the whole thing again, what I'm saying is, with the Thawne situation, like they was already just sprouting seeds into our brains, like as far as over all the years, everything, even the original Thawne when he came from the future, you know, he was pretending to be Harrison Wells and all that. The knowledge that he had from the original timeline, bro, even when he was saying stuff like, oh, at least you still got one, he was referring to like Nora being his child, because you know in the comics like he had the twins or whatever the case was.
Right.
The writers can do so much with this now by just changing the whole dynamic of the season, bro. The crisis about to change everything.
Harrison Wells is just the best. This dude has played so many different characters and it has been done so excellent. Like he executed it so perfectly.
But Sherlock is trash. I mean, he's not.
I didn't care for him either.
I love Sherlock. I love how he figured
But it's
out
just the
Nora's
fact.
secret plan.
It's just the fact that he can put on that kind of character. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if he trash or not. I'm just saying these diverse characters that he putting on.
So-
this dude definitely deserves a Tony.
So
Award.
best actor on the show besides
I think
Tom.
it's-
Besides Tom, best actor on the show, Zach. Who you think?
Probably Joe West.
Joe, who you think?
You think Joe West?
Besides Tom. So besides Eobard Wells.
I'm gonna say Grant Gustin. I mean,
they're
It
all.
would definitely be Joe or Grant Gustin.
I honestly feel like it's really Cisco, and y'all sleeping on Cisco
Okay.
because you can like pair him with so many different, like, bro, his comedy, his drama, like his emotion, bro, just everything. This dude is a Broadway actor, singer.
he's so
you
up
feel
to
me?
date
Like,
with the
he
way
just-
he talks.
with everything,
His
you
slang
feel
and
me?
everything
Like,
is so up to
and
date. For real.
his comedy, bro, everything. Bro.
Yeah, he be
Like,
saying all
Well, he's
kinds.
been kind of a moody bitch lately. So like.
I mean, he going through a crisis.
Well,
bro.
you
He
gotta
about
think
to-
about it,
he
yeah.
about to, not only is this dude about to like change his whole life by giving himself
Right.
the cure
He don't
that
want the
he
powers no
created.
more, yeah.
You feel me? Like the actor in real life is kind of changing his life too, because he spent so many years doing this show, doing this thing, you feel me, and now he about to take his life to a different, you feel me?
Because Flash started when?
2014.
Yeah, it's been out for a little
I think he just wants to go on to different projects because he's kind of, sometimes Cisco's not even in the episode, so I feel like he just wants to go do something. And sometimes he doesn't get a good storyline where it's like he's just not getting to do anything.
But it's funny because when he comes in, his just little one-liners is so epic
great.
sometimes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he's
great.
kind of one note on that end, though.
I mean, where I agree with you, I'm just saying when he comes in, sometimes all he need to do is just say something. I'm like, I love Cisco, man.
Right.
He cold. Like,
Even when we first met him in his cameo in Arrow, you feel me, with him and Caitlyn, you know, they basically was the first spinoff to the Flash. Like they was like, bro, like that episode was great. It was funny.
I may be the dumb one, but
me?
I may be the dumb one, and that's what I'm perceived as, you know, to them. But what I always thought was, I always somehow thought Cisco and Caitlyn was going to end up together. I know that was a wild, dumb prediction.
There's still a chance. We got $5 on
Still,
it. We got
man,
a couple of years.
It's not gonna happen.
Wait, who else think that? You think that?
He think that, but that's not
Okay,
gonna
well, I
happen.
ain't
And
that serious.
Zach gonna have to just pay me money,
Listen, I'm broke.
and I ain't going for that. Zach, you get your
No, I'm just.
$1,000 welfare check.
Oh, listen, I'm just
All right,
saying.
let's talk about Nora. So go on about Nora.
I was
First
just
of all,
about to say that.
you gonna go first?
Well, now you can talk about Nora.
I just wanted to say I couldn't stand Nora when she first came in. I couldn't stand her, man. I mean, she was just a little whiny little woman. Like,
Listen, she's a Flash
and I
fan.
mean that in no disrespect.
She is a Flash fangirl. Like, she is like the best. Like,
Hardcore.
Like, I want to talk to her every second of the day about the Flash comics and everything. She knows everything. She knows the comic villains.
Yeah.
She says, well, this ain't happening
She
now.
know the OG suit that won fan favorite, everything. Like she
Yes.
just, you feel me?
That
Like,
sway.
but I was gonna ask y'all, who do y'all think got the best character arc overall? Like, it's probably just gonna have to be Barry. Like, because
Obviously.
the stuff, but like you got like kind of like
But does anyone agree that when Barry went,
But yeah.
what Barry? What?
when Barry went and dumped her in the future, that was not like a Barry Allen move to like
Right.
just dump, like, get like,
That was rage, and that's why I was gonna say really the best character arc probably is Eobard Thawne, bro.
To answer your question, I think it would probably be Kaylin right now.
I think it'll be Eobard for the simple fact none of this would be happening without
But-
Eobard. Eobard changed the timeline from the very first episode, and he just keep constantly changing the timeline. If it wasn't for Eobard killing Barry mama, seeing his mama die multiple times, maybe his father's death right in front of him wouldn't have hurt so much, and he wouldn't have went and created Flashpoint in the first place. You feel me?
Right.
And even Nora Point or whatever you want to call it when she came back and changed the timeline, like with the satellite and stuff.
Right.
That was Thawne manipulating her so he can, you feel me? Like,
His plan
and
was
let's keep in mind, in the
executed
very
so
first
perfectly.
season, bro, he was obliterated from the universe, you feel me? Like when Eddie killed himself because Barry couldn't stop him, Eddie killed himself, which made Thawne never exist. Like, but somehow this dude is just like, he lives in every timeline or something.
Well, you know
like,
I'm gullible. So first, everything he was saying to Nora, I was like, well, Jesus Christ. I mean, this is her dad.
Right.
I believe it.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
believe
'Cause
it.
you're
I
like,
feel like between seasons 1 and 5, he was kind of irrelevant outside the crossovers, though. Like, he was obviously the main villain in season 1, and then season 5, I feel like he shined in season
I feel like he had a
5.
plan executed from the jump. Like,
But I feel like it wasn't really, like, pushed in seasons 2, 3, and 4.
I mean, well, not
Yeah.
really season 4, but seasons 2 and seasons 3, he was still heavy in part of that story because, like, you feel me, on season 2, where when Barry kept having to go back, I might be thinking about season 1, sorry.
no, actually,
See,
wait.
you're right.
Let me answer his question about the Caitlyn thing. I think, what big arc did Caitlyn have besides
She
getting
really got one.
towards this finale with her dad and all that stuff?
Just
even
her
that was
whole,
trash.
I mean, I thought that was the biggest
was
arc she's
trash.
ever had.
her whole arc of turning from Kaylin into Killer Frost throughout the past couple seasons has been a whole big arc for her.
And she kind of like the sweetheart, even though people might think like Iris is the sweetheart of the show. It's really kind of Caitlyn from like, she's just always been heartbroken and devastated from the first season to the second season, whether it was her fiance or like her mother, her issues with her mom, you feel me? Her abandonment issues from her father, like
I feel
dealing
like
with the
she's
split
I feel
personality.
like she's a more
like,
well-rounded character than Cisco, personally.
what you mean more well-rounded?
Caitlyn is my favorite.
She can be involved in a lot more like serious situations than Cisco.
I feel like they equal because at the end of the day, Caitlyn and Cisco is the brains behind the operation. Like,
Which
Will
is stupid.
chose them
Which is
for
stupid.
a reason, bro. Like,
because
they are.
Barry in this show is so stupid. Like, he doesn't like he always has to ask somebody. He's always okay, Cisco. What are we supposed to do? In the comics, there is none of that. There's no Team Flash.
Well, in the comics, he's a grown adult.
He is like they've done his origin story. He has he works with Star Labs, but there's no Caitlin and Cisco and everybody and Iris being somehow a master computer hacker.
CSI investigator, take some initiative.
Well, first of all, Iris don't do no computer stuff on the Flash.
Well, first of all, you talk about the comics? Ain't the comics like so different from how they really present the show?
For all of it, but Barry is just like you gotta admit he's dumb sometimes. Like he just
all the time. Like every problem in the show causes from Barry making a stupid mistake.
Yeah.
Like Barry is just he's an idiot.
But he think he's doing the right thing.
He gets told by every villain of the week at least once every episode.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like how just these scrub villains just destroy him. I'm like, come on, this guy can run.
I mean,
this guy can
Spider-Man a ref for his
he can go in there. He can literally stop. He can literally open the door, stop time, and these people can't even react. They can't even blink before Barry can take them out.
It's funny that you say that because off topic about another show that I'm not gonna go into, but I'm just gonna bring it up. That's what I feel about Daredevil. I'm like, you are always getting your ass beat. That's how I just felt. You know what I'm saying?
Spider-Man too always getting his ass beat. Spider-Man probably get his ass beat.
But with Daredevil and Spider-Man, at least you know that the villains are legit villains and they're being set up that way. Whereas you got the villains of the week, like I said,
but it's always something in the episode though. Like if you notice. When Barry is like he getting his ass kicked or whatever the case may be, it's always something else going on emotional. Like you got to think this guy got the weight of the world on his shoulders, the weight of the universe on his shoulders.
But then that's where Zach's point comes in too. He's always having to ask for help for even the most simple situations.
I mean, that's how it is. He's a human. You feel me? Like he been dealing with
for
stuff
every
his whole
situation
life.
though.
Not every situation. Most situations he take control. Just like when he sent Nora to the future, or when he sometimes Barry just get that grown man and he get that hair on his chest and he do what he got to do. But
he's just supposed to be the fastest person. Period, and sometimes he just almost get outran by everybody. Sometimes I'm like, you supposed to be faster than this little person here, like you know what I'm saying, like.
But yeah, that probably should pretty much wrap up the episode. I feel like we should just get one little last say so in about what happened we discussed.
What's your favorite season of Flash?
Favorite season of the Flash? Of course, I'm gonna have to say that's tough.
Because right now we in the finale. So I think I just want y'all finals, like, what's your favorite season?
Favorite season of the Flash? I'm gonna really have to say season 2, bro, because that's when they had the first crossover with my boy, because that's my favorite crossover. What's his name? Vandal Savage, bro. So that was season 2, right? That was just the best, bro. Oliver say this is why we ask questions.
First of all, hold on. Before we even wrap it up, I just gotta throw this in real quick. We didn't even talk about the crossover. Like the crossover episodes. Yeah, that was.
Oh, here we go with the hating. Look at Ethan. I already hate it.
What?
I had no hate toward it.
Oh, okay. I'm just being this.
I think the other ones were better, but I don't have any hate toward it.
But the next one gonna be the best one.
Because they were doing, and Elseworlds crossover, they were doing the Crisis on Infinite Earth storylines with Barry and Kara about to disappear. Running at the speed of light or whatever they were running at. But they obviously, Oliver made a deal with
Oliver made the sacrifice, right. That's why I feel like they did the perfect, that's why I didn't want to talk about Arrow, because it was just like the perfect last season for like Oliver. I think this is gonna be the last time he's just in public. You feel me? Like so from now on, he's moving in he doing whatever between like Iris and Nora, or the scenes between like Nora and Barry. Those shits will have you like, bro.
Not Ethan. He's an android.
Yeah.
Ethan ain't no android. He a liar.
B- or B just because the cicada storyline was.
I'm gonna go with a B+.
What?
He going with a B+.
I'm going with A. I already said that.
Listen, I love the Thawne and everything, and I think the season was great. But the cicada storyline did nothing for me. I thought the actor was trash as a villain. So.
And that'll do it for this episode. Please, ladies and gentlemen, tune in for more next week with your boys JEDDZ.
And make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, and when we get a Twitter, y'all gonna follow us on that too. So peace out.